Welcome back, guys. Today's episode is going to be a little different. Very different. You see, I'm recording this about 2 weeks or so after the last one. And the time in between this, because of the bulk recording and stuff, has allowed me to think a lot on what I want to do with the series, where I want to go with it, and I realized that there's a critical flaw with it. It's a very simple thing to explain. If I can get some height here, it'll be a little bit easier to understand. When you look at this world, okay, all that we've created, everything from our domain itself to the village over there, it's very generic. Other than a very few elements, such as the dwarf home itself, maybe the pens, it's very reminiscent of my personal style, and the modifications I did to the house is over there. But other than that, there's no me, and it's very not my style in the first place. Usually I don't build this much on the surface. I do a lot more sunken or underground construction, which makes sense. I mean, I personify myself as a dwarf, so why wouldn't I do more underground construction, right? And that's what I want to do. So the only way I can think of rectifying this, of changing this so that I do gravitate a bit back towards my personal style, I was gonna say, why am I not healing? Is to venture off into a new lands. Now, I know we spent a long time getting this all beautified and stuff, and it looks good with like the crane and the little lean-tos and the horse pens, all the wood sitting out. It looks good, and I like it. So we're not going to tear this out. We're not going to start a new world. We're not going to take everything that's here with us. We're just going to pick up and make a new base. And this one will stay here, and we'll come and visit it every once in a while. There's still plenty to do here. We still have to tweak out that, figure out how to get the horse to not climb up on that. There's still work to be done in and around the area. I mean, we still have the entire connection tunnel to do to the void that we've dug down this path here. But because we are leaving, we're going to be starting relatively fresh. And I don't want to take everything that's here with us, but I also don't, want to go, unarmored into the wilderness. So I've created a set of tools, slightly used in some case, and these are going to be our new equipment. Literally a full set of new equipment, and that's really all there is to it. I mean, it's just, this is what we have. I've reverted back to my older style of play. See, this is what I'm trying to accomplish here, is taking how I used to play and updating it a bit. And a lot of things that I used to do were specifically because I enjoyed doing it. Whereas recently I've been taking and doing things because it's convenient, not because I wanted to do it, or because it's the way I used to play or the way I should be playing. Case in point, the animal pens. I farm sheep. That's totally normal. I don't, and this is about right. I usually only have like a handful of sheep in a pen. That's normal. Chickens, same thing. I farm chickens. Usually, I have a pen probably closer to the size of the cows for the chickens, and it's just full of chickens. Because my primary food source is pumpkin pie. That was always my primary food source. Once pumpkin pie, of course, came out. Before pumpkin pie, it was just cooked chicken. And that was because of the fact that chicken was the easiest one to farm. So normally this would be a lot bigger, and there would be a ton of hoppers collecting all the eggs. eggs for infinite. But cows, these beautiful wonders. Why is that low? Why can't I hear them? Ah, because friendly creatures are off. That would be why. There. Now I know I had that off. Jeez. Normally I don't have cows. I hunt cows in the wild, kill them, get their leather, toss their meat. Normally this would be bunnies. Because bunnies allow me to eventually get leather, slowly and effectively, but it also gives me other things. It gives me the rabbit's foot for potions, for the luck potions if I want them. Or is it the jump potions? I'm pretty sure it's the jump potions, not the luck potions. Anyways, I'm getting a little off topic. The point is, there's a lot that was happening that isn't really my style. But because we're going to be moving off and we aren't going to be leaving everything behind, I've chosen to fill this box. But there are some rules with it, such as we can only take things that we're actually going to use. Like, we'll take some sugarcane. And we'll take, honestly, that's pretty much it. There's the kitchen. None of this really matters to me. None of that. I will take 2 stacks of eggs. And we'll take some sugarcane. In addition to that, we will also take, here's all our old equipment, by the way. Just sitting here. I don't think there's anything in here specifically that looks like it'd be interest. Oh, maybe the bed. That seems like something we should probably have. I think we're good on the rest of that. Maybe we'll take Fisher. No. We'll take a name tag, just in case. We'll take the lapis. We'll take the leather. We'll take the ender chest, definitely. Not that I'm probably ever going to have it placed or anything. Take it. Boop, 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 boop. And this is what we're going to do. We're essentially going to run around, gathering up some things here and there that we're going to take with us. This is everything from enchanted books, if we wanted to take any. Although personally, I think I'll take the sweeping edge. And maybe that's probably it. Just sweeping edge because it's a little bit rarer. We're not taking the enchanting table. But we will take some stuff from in here, such as, we'll take the diamonds, and we'll take the lapis. We don't need any of the gold. There's no iron left to take, because I used it making all the new stuff. We will take, say, 10 blocks of coal. We're not taking any of our specialty equipment. I don't think there's any in here that we want to take. No. Although I didn't have to make boots. So, the idea is that we're going to fill up the chest with all kinds of stuff. This includes things like concrete powder and stones and stuff like that we want to make sure that we have some supply of right off the bat. This will allow us here. But another thing I want to do is I want to see if we have some obsidian. So I'll take the obsidian. Those are jack-o'-lanterns. Don't really care about those. Actually, I'm not sure I really want those because I don't have to make them when I get there. Nothing in there I think is any use to me. I don't feel like I need any of that. The bone blocks and stuff aren't really all that important to me. One thing I definitely need to take is I want to take a saddle. Excuse me, you're in my way. That's horse armor. There's saddles. We're not taking the horse. It's not happening. He can stay here. Another thing we're definitely going to be doing is we're going to be taking a handful or so. Actually, let's see how many we have. We have 8 of those. So that means we can take a maximum of 7. So let's take 5, I guess, of each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 or so of each type of tree. Just because we've gone, I've explored enough to get each type of tree. I don't want to start leaving them behind. I don't know if I can get all 5 from everything. Like, that's only got 4, so I can only take 3 of those. That I can only take 4 of, which is fine, because that's enough to do a big tree. That I can take 6, but I'm only going to take 4, because that's enough to do a big, to grow at once. We're not going to take any wheat with us, because you just break grass to get it, so we can get that pretty easily. Now, everything we take has to be in this chest. So I'm not going to have anything in my inventory except for the shulker box. And, like, the, standard traveling equipment, which would be, like, crafting bench and half stack of filth. Oh, we do have some iron. We can take that with us. Boop, boop. We are going to be taking some stuff from the seed vault, though. That's a definite. Up here, we have our seed vault in our storage, in our tool shed. I'm going to be taking the torches, because I want a full stack of torches with me. Oops, get out of that. I'm going to be taking some pumpkin seeds. These I don't think I care about. Oh no, the vines I do care about. Those I don't, because I can find them later. I'll definitely take the nether wart. And we'll take the cactus. Don't think the rest of this really matters to me. None of that matters to me. We can harvest from the farms, because why not? This is all just to give me the ability to make pumpkins, and to make pumpkin pie, eventually. Ooh, we are officially full at that point. So you know what? We're going to take... And we'll have the pumpkins and stuff, but we're going to just convert that into seeds. Just so we have plenty of seeds, plenty of pumpkins. The trees must stay. What doesn't need to stay? That little bit of leather doesn't need to go with us. Honestly, the chicken eggs probably don't really need to go with us either. And the nether wart can stay here. Well, I'm not taking a brewing stand, so... That means if I want to get brewing, I'd have to go into the nether anyways. Is there anything else of importance? Oh. I don't know if it's important, but one thing for me is I need to get my bucket for traveling. I need a bucket full of water for... Thank you for that. And we definitely need to go into the quarry and get some sand and gravel, because that is something that we need. Ow. Ow. Now, they're in here somewhere? That's filth. There's gravel. See, there's the concrete patterns that I want to take with us, but... the rest of this stuff honestly doesn't really matter. But we do need to get some sand. Now, we don't have a huge amount of gravel. We have 25. Technically, if we do this, we can go like that, which means we have 6. So as long as we have enough to make 6, which means we need 24, I guess. Because that should make... Boop. Whoops. Oh my god, what am I doing? What am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There. Perfect. You can have that, and you can have that, just to annoy me. There. Just because I want to be able to make concrete when I get there. Not going to be able to make a huge amount of it, but you know. And that's pretty much everything we're going to be taking. Yeah, I'll figure out something else to put there, I guess, maybe. Like maybe... Oh, maybe anything else. Maybe the green cactus dye? That'll do. That way we have some right off before we have to... Because we still need to grow some, right? But yeah, essentially, that's done. Anything that I've left here, we'll have to regather, and I'm just going to pick a direction and go that way. And, next episode, I'll be out there somewhere. And I guess I'll see you when I see you.